want to give people who might not follow Haitian politics or recent Haitian history a little bit of information. So Moïse came to power in 2017 after a lengthy election process that was marred by delays and accusations of fraud. Although he had never held political office before, Moïse was tapped for the post by the country's previous president, Michel Martelly, who stepped down in 2016 without a successor in place. Moïse's time in office has been marked by an increase in political instability, allegations of corruption, and a long-running dispute about when his period in office should end. He had been ruling by decree for more than a year after the country failed to hold legislative elections and wanted to push through controversial constitutional changes. Earlier this year, amid allegations that by him that there was a coup attempt that planned to murder him and fresh protests, he moved to protect his position, ordering the arrest of 23 people, including a Supreme Court judge and a senior police official, while declaring he was not a dictator. So he did, in this case, accurately predict his own assassination, although not necessarily having anything to do with the people that he cracked down on while claiming that he was about to be assassinated. So again, that's a thing where there's a lot going on. So anyway, any other thoughts, Francesca?
Yeah, I think it is going to be interesting what the Biden administration says about this assassination, and I think it needs to be careful. And I really wonder whether we're ever going to turn over a new leaf when it comes to U.S. foreign policy in Latin America and in the Caribbean. For example, again, I'm not an expert on Haiti at all, but I do understand that we know the language that is used against countries that dare try and take more ownership or nationalize their resources, such as oil, right? Or their natural resources in any kind of mining or whatnot. Peru recently elected a socialist president, right? Who's threatening to raise tariffs on a lot of the mining there. Venezuela, by the United States government, is accused of being undemocratic, et cetera. And I'm not heralding someone like Nicolas Maduro. He has definitely been riddled with a lot of corruption. But I will say that it is interesting that when a country like Haiti or a country like Mexico that has a huge drug cartel, right? Hugely influenced by, or El Salvador, right? Hugely influenced by drug cartels. The United States somehow is completely mum, mostly because they're funneling a lot of money into the police state of those countries, into trying to so-called fight the drug war, i.e. lose the drug war, and propping up people like Moïse in Haiti, even though they are overseeing a failed state, if you will. And I hate that term, but you know what I'm saying. So it's interesting. We have to pay attention to the different ways the United States behaves, whether or not someone is taking control of their own natural resources, or whether they're like low key okay with like cartels running their country and profiting off of the drug war.
Yeah, it's the most minor of points that you made, but yeah, the failed state thing, sort of like it's very passive. Like it failed. Why? I don't know. Probably some other people. No, it's a broken state. It's been broken by other states. Its back was broken over someone's knee, effectively. Yeah, that's a good point. And I don't know what Biden is going to end up saying. I saw a message from Trudeau saying, it's a tragedy. We offer all of our support to the people of Haiti and all that stuff. We'll see what form that comes in. I don't know what the US is going to end up saying. I am assuming there has to be some sort of public statement if it hasn't already come out. Obviously, we're live, so we can't be checking on everything, but we will see.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.